Well, I've been married for just 5 months. However, I seriously need a divorce. However, my lawyers are saying that it cannot be done unless I wait for 2 more years. How is that even possible? Well, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to like it. Don't forget to share. Leave a comment. Tell us what you think about stories as we go into the details of this episode. Now, I met my husband through my grandmom in November 2019, and we took it from there as friends. Later on, he proposed to me and we started dating. It was a distance relationship. He was living abroad and I was living in Ghana. The communication, the vibe, and everything was really good. He was taking good care of me, sending me money each month, and really supporting me for a living. Now, in April 2020, he came to Ghana and I saw him for the first time. He tried to have sex with me, but I declined. Now, 2 years into the relationship, I never allowed him to have sex with me. I told him if he loves me, then he must do the right thing and see my parents. Now, in August 2022, our marriage preparation kicked off, and that was when I saw the first red flag. All this while, he was really hiding his temperament from me. One day, I went to my designer with my husband for my designer to take my measurement, and what happened was very disgraceful. My designer asked me to come inside so he could take my measurement, and my husband also said he was going with me, which I declined because I only wanted to take my measurement and return to the car. But then my husband also declined and started a commotion outside. He started shouting and accusing me of dating my designer. Honestly, I couldn't take that at all from him. The scene was very disgraceful and unbearable for me. That whole night, I cried. I called my mom and told her that I would not be able to continue with the marriage because of the red flag that I saw. My mom, my uncle, and some elderly people pleaded with me to forgive him. Now, I couldn't turn my back on my elders, so I forgave him. We did a traditional marriage on the 10th of September and a white wedding on the 22nd of September 2022. Guys, I'm really living in hell in this marriage. We didn't have any honeymoon after our wedding because my husband was too busy concentrating on the project he was doing in Ghana. Now, he does not share any ideas with me. The only thing he does is to give me money. Now, whatever I call him to discuss with him, he also calls my uncle and tells him the same thing. Now, after our wedding, he left Ghana and asked me to go and stay with my uncle and his wife. Now, I don't have any form of freedom. I can't go out, not to even think of talking to a male friend. Even when I try to go out and buy something, my own uncle will ask me where I am going, and I need to tell him before he will give me permission for me to go out. As if that isn't enough, he will just call my husband and give him every bit of information of my whereabouts and all the things that I've been doing. My husband will then call me on video call via WhatsApp and ask me all sorts of questions and ask me to go back home. It is like a prison. Now, 2 months ago, I was pregnant. However, I had a miscarriage. Now, my husband accused me of abortion and reported me to the police, which created a whole lot of issues. The disgrace for me was too much for me to bear. He doesn't allow me to work because he believes that I can stay home whilst he sends me money every month. When there is an issue and we need to solve it as husband and wife, we rather brush it off and call my uncle and discuss the whole issue with him. Whatever my uncle will say is final in our marriage. Now, can you imagine that my husband was going back abroad? I dressed up nicely to accompany him to the airport, and I asked him if my dress was really nice, and all he could tell me was that my uncle would like it. I don't know if I'm dating or I'm getting married to my uncle. I don't know if this marriage I'm having is with my uncle. I'm really confused. He couldn't even compliment me. That day I was really hurt. Now, a few days ago, I heard a discussion that has taken place between my husband and my uncle. My husband told my uncle that after the completion of his mansion, he won't let me stay in that mansion. He will only let me come over when he is in Ghana And when he's leaving, he will let me go back to my uncle's house. I am really tired. I want a divorce. I have informed my mom about what I'm going through, and she always tells me to be very patient. I can't take this anymore. I can't eat, and I'm always thinking. I'm stressed out. This marriage is just 5 months old, and I can't divorce unless 2 years after, because that's what my lawyers are saying. There is CCTV camera all over this place, and there is nothing that I can do on my own. I'm really tired. What advice do you have for me? This marriage is really stressing me. I am tired, and should anything happen to me, I'll blame my parents, for I've endured a lot of emotional abuse from my husband. He knows my family is poor, and he's taking advantage through that and giving my uncle money. And because he has been giving my uncle money, my uncle is also quiet about the whole thing, and I am the one suffering. What should I do? Should I wait for the 2 years? What if I'm dead by then? What really happens? Well, so family, this is the story of our sister. She's going through a lot. Is there really a law in Ghana that says that you can only divorce after 2 years? What happens to all the emotional torture and abuse that she's going through? What advice do you have for her? Well, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to like and leave your comments. Don't forget to share. Share for your loved ones, your friends, even your enemies, so they cannot have access to this particular channel. Until we come your way again, stay blessed. It's bye for now.